Simo!
Scotty! Scotty! How are you, bro?
Hello?
Scotty, can you hear me?
Hello?
Scotty, where are you, bro? It's so
Sorry.
dark.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I've done a garden on my deck.
You've done a garden on your deck?
Yeah, I've done a garden on my deck. Hold on. I'll try and get I can't hear you. Hold on.
Scotty,
let me see if I can get.
How big is? What? Scotty, that's not your. What are you doing? That's not your deck. You're a liar. Scotty!
I haven't seen anyone in way too long, so touching you was the only option.
Oh my God, let's hug. Oh,
so personal.
Put your elbow in between mine. Put it. Yes!
Absolutely the weirdest thing I've done. Hello and welcome to the ScoMo show. It is so good to have you here, especially on tonight.
Yeah.
Our first Iso-vivor tribe eviction is happening.
Yeah.
One tribe is turning against the other. It's going to be amazing. But on top of that, someone tonight who doesn't even know it yet is winning pizza. Like, pizza will be delivered to their house tonight.
From what I understand, we have quite a few people on standby. One of those who is on standby tonight is going to win a pizza party minus pretzels.
And also minus the party side.
It's a pizza isolation sensation.
When I got here tonight, I discovered something which I also want to include as a prize. If you wouldn't mind.
Yeah. What's that? What are these here? Hold those. There's more coming.
I don't actually know what these are.
Hang on. There's more.
This is going to drop.
Hang on a second.
Hold on. This is going to be a real problem.
So
what is this?
Well, you know how we've been doing Farmageddon? Well, we've gone the full hog, and now this is chilies from my backyard turned into a chili jam, and this is the gherkin, or what are they called? Cucumbers from my backyard that my wife has gone ahead and pickled. So we have made a backyard fiesta of there's like, look at this. You guys can't see this yet, but we're going to turn the camera on this and have a go. Look at that!
Are you finding markets that you can sell your wares at?
I will be. And the amazing thing is, these are worth what's that? Would you say that's worth $100?
Oh, easily.
$100 for that.
Wow.
$100 for that. That's an ascribed value of $100.
Wow.
And you can't get this anywhere else.
Wow.
In fact, this is a limited edition.
Wow.
If I sign these or put a number, one of 60, well, no, not 60, one of 6, you're going to have one of the 6 jars in existence of the Hoffman chili jam.
I just worry. Wait, what's the best before on these? Because like I don't know if I just trust Simo's here's what I think best before should be.
You don't need to worry about it. But remember how at the start we said our major prize was going to be worth $500, 100, 200, 300.
No, incorrect. Absolutely incorrect.
And a jar of pretzels.
Incorrect. Intern Nick's here again this week producing us. Please show yourself to the world, Nick.
Intern Nick.
Oh.
Hey, how good were you? Your timing then was sensational, as per usual, my friend. We mentioned your name, and just a mere 30 seconds later, you appear on screen. Well done.
Always have to be ready with you. I don't know what that jam will do should Scotty eat a whole jar with a teaspoon. So I need to be ready for next week in case I'm called in. So ready to go when you need me, fellas.
I think you're a long way off being ready to go, to be honest with you, Nick. But that's why you're here interning. We're going to get you there. Any burgers with yourself this week, mate, or what's going on?
Yeah.
Well, you decided to be...
No, I finished it before we started tonight.
Oh, so we're being professional this week, are we? That's nice. It's a nice...
That's right.
All right, let's hope we can get things done on time tonight, Nicky boy. Actually, speaking of on time... Yeah.
That's right. You might remember last week we were so excited that the Queensland government had relaxed some of the restrictions for us We could go 50 kilometres from our home for recreational purposes. I saw on the City Point Ipswich Instagram account a beautiful pie run that was done out west.
Amazing. I got a message on my phone at 6:15 in the morning with a picture of my driveway, and I couldn't believe it because I'm thinking I'm fast asleep. Who the heck is messaging me at this time of morning? Lo and behold, Nick was there ready to go. Nick had driven out to my place early in the morning, and we thought we were sticking to the rules, and we did a pretty good job at it. And then we went out and we got some pies. We made a slight error in that.
I was actually going to say, are you going to admit that I had to text you when I woke up and say, hey, you guys know you've broken the law here?
Well, the law was really confusing here, but I won't say, I won't blame the government for it. But what happened was I promised my girls that I'd take them out to this pie thing. And so Nick came out and I was like, perfect, that's our family plus one. But apparently it's only one person from your household plus one. Anyway,
no, it's your whole household. Or one person plus another person.
I know, that's why it's confusing. Anyway, so Nick came out, and Nick, you've known my family for nearly a decade, and you had one of the proudest Uncle Nick moments, yeah?
So especially your eldest daughter and I'm breaking up a bit on my end, so if you need to finish it, jump in and finish the story. But I have never been so proud of Hoffman as I was on Saturday morning when Anaya looks at her dad, looks at her and goes, so, is this a one kind of pie trip or is this the sort of one where we could have a couple of pies for brekkie? And I was just, you have parented right. Never been so proud. Simeon, Lisa, hats off to you. But most importantly, I think this is really important given what happened. And obviously it's hard for a lot of people at the moment. It's really important to love the people around us. So I just want to acknowledge that I did a great job husbanding. And if you just see just there, you'll see that Helen didn't miss out. She stayed home, slept in, and got a blueberry Danish. So well done, Nick, for all your efforts there.
It's actually funny you say
that. So that's good. I'm going to drop out now.
How? No.
Let's talk about your challenge, Nick. We knew your wife, and we know that she likes nothing more than a brisk walk every now and then. And so just give us a bit of an idea of how that went, would you?
Well, looked at pictures of walking and thought about walking, but, I can't control everything that Helen does. And this weekend she was a bit sick, so I didn't want to put her out by making her go for a walk. So I just let her rest, let her sleep for the weekend.
If she's so sick, how's she eating a blueberry Danish? I find a few little holes.
Everyone knows blueberry Danish make things better.
I think there's a few holes in the story of my wife was too sick for me. That's a little bit like the dog ate my homework, mate.
Lucky you're a pastor. Lucky you're a pastor and not a detective there, Simo.
Low blow, blaming your wife for lack of effort there. Low blow. And she's not tough. To mention the fact that you could have carried her. If you were committed to this show, as you should be, you could have actually carried her.
I just want to bring up another issue. So Kim and I had to collect Simeon's shopping before going on a picnic.
Well, hang on a minute. Can I just set the scene? I was starting to get a little bit worried because I'd set a beautiful date up for Scott and his fiancée, Kim, obviously pre-wedding planning date. And so I'd organised so many adventures for them, just an incredible outing in a day. And I'm watching my clock and I'm thinking picnic, usually you go in the morning, maybe the early afternoon. I'm looking at my watch and it's like 3:30 and I'm thinking to myself, where are these guys? And I'm like, who is going to have a picnic at 5? I thought they'd cancelled on the picnic.
Great question. The bulk of our Saturday, which was picnic day, was invested in this line at Carindale's shopping centre where we had to line up to get into the Rebel Sport to pick up a gift for Simeon that he'd reserved. Then when we got in there, we had to line up for another half an hour in the line to get to the registers because, hey, everyone was finally allowed to go shopping again and they thought we need things to stay entertained at home while all the gyms are closed. And we did. We picked up your your package that was there waiting
It was
for
amazing. I was very happy.
us. The woman that handed it to us said, "Is it for Simon?" And I said, "Yes, that's exactly who it's for." But do you want to show us what we picked
There's
up?
no need. That's a private matter. I think
You got some shoes. You got some shoes. Let me see the shoes.
So I got the shoes, and they looked fantastic online, and they were described as, when you have a look at them here, red, blue. They're free runners, they're Nikes, and then I got them. And Nick, I want to know your initial reaction to these shoes, because I think they're pretty fantastic. Have a look at them. Now, you can't really see this on the camera, but I promise you that these are fluoro pink and blue. There is nothing red about these. But when Scott got them and I pulled them out, he said, "Oh, did you buy Anaya some shoes?" Obviously, I was hurt and upset, and I have committed myself to wearing these and absolutely rocking them. But if anyone would like a pair of hot pink and blue and white shoes, hit me up on the DMs. I might be willing to.
You go for the 76ers, don't you? They look like 76ers themed shoes. They just look straight out of Philadelphia, those. 100%. A little bit cute, a little bit curly. It's pretty much exactly what I'd expect from you.
Yeah, I'm not scared. I will rock them.
Anyway,
they DMs me, and they want to get them first.
I think it's fair to say that
size 13, in case you're wondering, size 13, men's size 13, and I will take serious bids only on them. Happy for Scott and I to autograph them or not, if it adds more or less value to them. I would suggest we don't autograph them.
I'll be autographing them too.
There's a beautiful thing going on here. If you can't pick it up, whenever Nick's on screen, I try and help him out with comments, and now Simeon's helping out with comments as well. So there's a lot of double clicking going on there. But please, we're all seeing your comments. Keep them coming through.
Helen's clearly made a comment. That says Nick's wife about me. Helen, I'm a married man. You're a sicko. Just control yourself, please.
Before we get into
I'll take it for a walk to sort it out.
Before we get to Iso-vivor, Nick, have you ordered the pizza for the address that we gave you?
We have. It's on a different device, so I don't know where it is. It should be arriving in about 6 minutes' time, by my guess.
Oh,
nice.
It should be arriving in 2 minutes' time, but I'm being realistic, so 6 minutes.
Okay, we should probably hurry up. So before we get to our winner of the first reward challenge on Iso-vivor, I know we've been joking about the garden that I've joked about planting, but I actually come to you with...
Wait, did you say you joked about planting?
Yeah.
I thought you were serious.
It began at serious, and it's really
that doesn't surprise me.
Anyway, I need your help, because you've got your huge Farmageddon out here.
Yeah.
You're pickling and you're jamming things.
We're pickling and jamming. Who pickles and jams?
The Hoffmans. But I have a plant that I need to get access to.
Yeah.
And I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
Bunnings don't have it. The local nursery doesn't have it. Cannot find it anywhere.
I'm starting to get a little bit worried because I remember the ashtray on your balcony. So I'm starting to get a bit worried about what this plant could possibly be. And we're going to have some serious talks if it is what I think it is.
Well, look, I will say this plant does claim lives. Absolutely.
Okay, so it's a herb.
It's not a herb.
Is it edible?
It's not edible.
What are you wasting your time for?
I need to know where I can acquire a Venus flytrap.
You want to buy a Venus flytrap?
Because my apartment doesn't have screens on the doors, and so I just like leaving the whole thing open. Kim, who hates the outdoors, when she's over, goes, "Oh, we can't leave it open because the flies come in." So now I need to find a Venus flytrap so that the fly issue disappears.
So what I'm going to do for you, Scotty, I'm going to do one better. I'm going to buy you a fly zapper that you're going to put on your...
No, I want organic. I want a fly trap.
But all you're doing is you're killing the flies one way or another. We're going to buy you a fly zapper, and then I'm going to buy you a functional plant is what we're going to do, okay?
No, I want to watch it go...
You're welcome. You're welcome. I have no idea. Okay, let's make it our mission to somehow get a Venus flytrap. Are they even? Where do you even? I don't even know where you
Bunnings
get them.
used to sell them, but apparently they don't anymore. Here's the part I'm really interested in. Apparently, they trap the fly, they suck out the good stuff, and then they spit out the carcass. And I want to know if that's true or not. And the only way to know is by getting my own.
I'll tell you what. If you give me 2 weeks and $100, I will find you a Venus flytrap. Is that a deal?
Yep. Okay. Deal.
Okay. Fantastic. All right. We're going to do this. I really hope that Venus flytraps cost less than $100 because otherwise I have just made a terrible deal. But Ipswich Nurseries, I'm coming for you this week. Scott,
No, I didn't. In biology in high school, we learned how to trap them by sticking a toothpick in them. All right. Moving right along. Hey, we need to get to the winner of our tribal challenge. Before we get there, there were some really good submissions, by the way. Somebody is getting pizza tonight.
Yeah.
Before we get there, I was watching a big part of my life is watching press conferences with the Prime Minister right now, as you would imagine, working in news and all the stuff that's going on.
All right, okay. Drop a name.
Now, I don't like...
What's the Prime Minister's name again?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I don't know either. He probably took his name from us.
Yeah, it feels that way. The other day, he gets up and he's talking about these graphs of data they've got. And I want, actually, we could bring intern Nick back in. I want you guys to interpret what the graphs are. I'm going to bring Nick in myself if I need to. There we go.
Hey, Nick, you're really doing great tonight, mate. Let's have a conversation off air about one of your roles is when we say, let's bring in intern Nick. That's your cue to come on screen.
Okay. So here's three graphs. Starting with you, Simeon, what are these 3 graphs representing? The Prime Minister showed these in a press conference about coronavirus.
So the second graph there, actually, that's not actually the Prime Minister showing things about coronavirus. That's actually Scott's ideas over a period of time. And so as he researches them and then the ability to execute the idea, on graph number 2, you see it plummets. So this is actually, believe it or not, that's actually time, that's zoomed in. That's over the period of 1 hour is what that is. Graph number 3, that actually represents Nick's our productivity since intern Nick has come on.
Oh yeah, no, that's accurate.
Yep. So we've obviously gone up in our productivity and our viewership. He's done a great job. Obviously, we need to give him a few more instructions, but he's getting there. He's getting there. And the third one is actually, I can't believe, I don't know how they got this, but this shows you the power of the government. That's actually the graph that actually represents, that's a direct picture of my Nokia 3210 last time I played Worm.
Snake,
the snake game. That's what that is. That is, see how good I got? Look at that. See how all the dips and everything?
Does it make you and everybody watching feel old if I said that even if we brought out your eldest daughter, Anaya, and said to her what snake and phones got to do with each other, she would have no idea?
That's irrelevant, but that's...
Hey guys, I have it on good advice tonight.
Yeah.
I have it on good advice tonight. We've got a senior health official watching in. I don't know whether they're Commonwealth State or somewhere else, but I've just got a text through. It came directly to me saying, firstly, wow, that got political quick. And the second part of that was that middle graph is actually unnecessary service station purchases of food. So as we can see, February, March, very high. Lots of Maxibons being purchased. And I think they're including instructions on how to eat Maxibons now. We might feature that on a later segment. And then it drops right off. So the Chico rolls, the chewing gum, there's no need for that anymore. Our spouses are stuck with us. We don't need to buy chewing gum. So
that's me pickling my own food.
Know who you are for sending through that advice on that chart there.
Can I just say there is a great story which Simo would love you to ask him personally about why Nick and I think Maxibons are now the funniest thing in the world.
Well, that's not for tonight. That's another whole other story. And we could do a whole segment on that one. But let's just say that there are some people who eat Maxibons the wrong way. Bunch of idiots.
I hear what you're saying. We could probably do a whole Maxibon properly.
Sorry, mate, you're cutting out. I can't hear you through all your gibberish.
Okay, we got to keep this thing moving on. We got to get to our first reward challenge winner. But before we do that, we asked our tribes, our challengers in Iso-vivor to make an intro video for us. Are you ready to see the Iso-vivor 2020?
Should we remind people what they were aiming to make?
As in with our one?
Yeah, let's remind them. This is what you were supposed to do.
Yeah, and this is brilliant.
Iso-vivor.
Wow.
Hey, quality.
Wow.
Want to appreciate special mention to Nick in that one for his quality noodle making.
Looking angrily at the camera.
Like, why are you interrupting my noodle making?
Here we go. Here it is. Our Iso-vivor challenges. Wow.
Aha! You guys were amazing!
Absolutely. Are you ready to get our first tribe who have to vote out one of their tribe members?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
We're ready for our first ever tribal council. Let's bring on our first team to our live tribal council.
I'm nervous.
Here we go. Bring them on.
Are we waiting?
Intern Nick. One job. Hey! I can't believe it. Guys.
Hey guys. It's a sad moment, a sad time in the Walsh tribe, in the Walsh household. So to keep you guys up to date, it's been a rough week. I feel like we're new parents.
Rough week. Blaming the dog already. You're blaming the dog. Is that what the dog is? Rough week.
A rough week, really. So he's been eating his own poo, which has been something new.
You or the dog?
Again,
let's not get into that.
Was just the best.
Enough said, Alicia. Enough said. We understand.
So it's been rough on our end. Like we tried the challenge with the stuff in the pantry, and Leo can't hold anything. He doesn't have hands. Useless.
Okay. Well, listen, what's going to happen? Yeah, you guys are now going to tribal council. I'm going to hand it over to our very own Scotty McDonald, and he's going to host tribal council.
Looking forward to it.
It's been a rough week, Walters.
Quite rough.
Hasn't been ideal. Looks like you've got a teammate that eats everything in front of it.
Correct.
Yeah. Well, we're going to cut straight to the chase because we understand what's happening in your tribe. And we're ready to take your votes to get rid of the first person from Iso-vivor 2020. Leo, do you have anything to say about the accusations that have been made against you?
Can we see Leo a little closer?
Yeah. Okay, so this is an interesting twist. Yeah, Leo, that is a hidden immunity idol.
Wow.
Vote for Leo.
Wow. That was Leo, you little genius. So while you guys thought he was eating his poo, he was actually looking for a hidden immunity idol.
Wow.
And he found it.
Which is where we hid it.
Wow. When we came up with the idea to give the dog immunity, we actually didn't work out what to do in the case of a tie.
No. Obviously, the dog can't be voted for. That leaves just Luke and Alicia. And obviously,
So it's a tie vote, really.
You guys are going to vote for each other. How do we?
I mean, usually they go to rocks. We can't go to rocks.
I've got an idea.
Yeah.
That's the only fair way.
Controversial.
Okay. Guys, this is what we're going to do. We would like you to put the camera down far enough away for us to see the two of you and the dog. Then we'd like to place the dog in between the two of you.
Oh.
And whoever the dog chooses will be the one who the dog has aligned itself to and will be able to stay in the game. The other one will be voted out here tonight. Leo, you have the deciding vote. Wow. Leo,
It seems fair.
which parent do you love the most? That's the only thing we want to know. And it will be forever.
What this immunity item looks like.
Well, it will
All right.
be remembered.
Stand by.
Guys, I don't know how this is going to end. I just feel like that this is the only way to make a decision.
This is what happened in the game of Survivor. Is that when we came into this game, nobody even knew Leo existed.
Yeah.
But here he is, the blind king.
He's the blind. And, you know what? I think we have winner. Oh, well done.
I don't want to play this stupid game.
Hey, Leo, congratulations. You have made the decision. Luke, your tribe has spoken and you have been eliminated.
It's been a wild ride, and I guess I'll be having Alicia sleep outside tonight
Wait, what?
with Leo.
So that ended with which is pretty sad. Luke and Alicia finished. The Walsh tribe has split in a very unexpected fashion, and now Luke is kicking Alicia out of his house. So I'll obviously be making a pastoral visit to them later on about how to survive through tough.
Isn't that amazing how quickly you can, as a pastor, how quickly sometimes you have to move from survivor, host, causing the marital issues to pastor.
Causing, identifying, potato, I think is really where we could go there.
Okay, well, that means that there was a winner for the Tribal Challenge this week. Before we get to the winner, there were some standouts. We actually have put together a 1,000 times sped up video of the standout challenge doers in this first Tribal Challenge. Nick, if you're ready, let's see it. Okay, couple of questions. Why were the Timus?
I don't know. I don't know. I got no real good answer for that. I don't know.
And also, do you want to give away this week's dishonourable mention for the challenge?
Dishonourable mention goes to the Korea tribe for trying to pull off muesli bars as an individual item rather than a whole box of items. But loads of honourable mentions. Well done to all our tribes. But as in any of these, there can only be one winner. There's a whole bunch of you guys who are potential winners on the line.
I think our winners just got pizza, the prize, delivered to them.
So they know who they are now. Let's bring them on. Let's
winners.
welcome them. Hey! Congratulations.
Yep, we got there.
Wait, is it Mecca not with you?
I'm at work, but I'm with them in spirit. So I mean, I was excluded from the game. I wasn't allowed to participate because of my flippant comments last week on the show.
Yeah,
Practices were allowed. No.
Yeah.
And not only that, one of the other things is you guys put us coming through.
Yeah, I don't know who's got that.
I think that was me. You're good now.
Okay.
Wait a second. Hold on. We'll try to measure out. What is that there? That Courtney, what do you have there?
Oh, she's bought the banner. Well done.
But that's for the other team.
That's Sanitized Saints.
That's the Sanitized Saints banner.
Oh my gosh. Did Tiana give that to you? Is that what's happened here?
I can't really deny how this occurred. We just turned around and it was here.
I knew it. So
Amazing.
Tiana is working
Tiana,
with them.
We've got you. We found you out. We knew it.
We can't comment on who the gift giver is, obviously. But yeah.
By the way, this looks
No comment at all.
because
What is that? What is happening?
this is amazing. Yep, Tiana, we are onto you. We know what's happening. And I would imagine that at some point your tribe is definitely going to vote you out, Tiana.
This is all falling apart very quickly.
Although Tiana could make it right to the end.
Because
she's
playing both sides. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is controversial. I just want to say, Courtney, I know we're having a bit of internet issue there with your tribe at the moment, but talk me through the challenge.
Yeah.
How did you guys manage
what was your final number?
I
believe our final number was about 41. We did get 43, but the last two was still in.
What happened? How did you get there? How did you get that number of items?
Well, we just thought it through, really. We picked cereal boxes with a nice foundation, and what's that if it's not a brick? Red bricks, guys. Red bricks.
Yeah. Wow.
It's simple, really.
Where does this place you? This is very early on to be winning a challenge, but obviously your tribe is a lot safer than it was this time last week. Do you think this is a very early indication to other teams of a guaranteed win for your team moving forward, or is this an exciting start that could all blow up in flames?
Well, there's no guarantees, hey, and I feel like, well, yeah, we'll just see.
Wow. Well, do you feel like your biggest threat in this is the Sanitized Saints? Are they a direct threat to you? Is that or what?
Well, if you think about how leaves go against fire, I'm not too worried about them anyway.
Wow.
We do have a plan for them, though. I hear them trying to make a better flag, so I actually have pre-prepared this one for them.
Lovely. Yeah, lovely.
Yeah. I thought I might donate.
By the way, I'm also loving the fact that Emeka's not with them, because so often in the reward challenges, not everyone gets the reward in those challenges. And Emeka, that puts him squarely on the outer, which is obviously not very comforting for him. Emeka, do you feel like you're already on the outer of your tribe? Wow. So much so they've blacked him out.
Well, okay, so no, I'm not on the outer. I'm in fact the team leader of the tribe.
And yet they didn't invite you to the reward challenge.
Well, obviously, someone's got to keep the team afloat, both in and out of the house. So that's my job. I take it with very seriously.
The lack of trust for you in the tribe, do you think that's going to be troublesome for you if there is a voting time for your tribe?
Well, what you guys don't know is that that's not actually within the tribe. That's a perspective that we've chosen to give the world and the other team, so they can obviously play accordingly while we have what we're doing within the team. So that's not for you to worry about. That's just an internal thing. So.
Well, here's what we know so far. You were excluded from the challenge. We know that you were excluded from the reward. So they're the bits of information that we do have so far, and you've proclaimed yourself as the leader of the house. And as so often is the case in these shows, the leader is often the one who will cop the blame when things go wrong. So, well, good luck with that one as well.
Let's finish up. This is the thing with Survivor. So often, the person that looks like they're the leader of the tribe
get out.
Can very quickly find themselves at the bottom.
And look, Iso-vivor is no different, but we need to get to next week's reward challenge because there is so much more at stake. You cannot give up. You cannot tune out. You need to know what next week's reward challenge is and what people are playing for. Remember, you play for immunity every week. If you don't do it, you will be voted out.
Okay, let's do it. We have another challenge for this week for your tribe. Once again, if you participated in last week's challenge, a challenge we just did, you cannot participate in this week's challenge.
Yeah.
This one's a doozy.
It's a big one. Do we make a reward for this one?
I am
pretzels. Should we do pretzels? I'm just putting it out there.
Just send them a bag of pretzels. You know what? You're gonna need some pretzels after this challenge, I reckon. So let's
enough talk. Hopefully Nick's ready. Hopefully we've spun it out enough for him and he presses play.
In this challenge, contestants will grab a cup and a straw, moving to a tap within their household. They will begin to fill their cup at the same time as starting a stopwatch. Contestants will drink water from the cup as quickly as they possibly can. They will continue drinking until the cup overflows. Once the cup overflows, the timer will stop. The team that records the highest time shall win.
Okay, let's chat about that because that's going to take about 30 seconds to spread through the internet. I'm very excited to see what people take from that challenge. I'm excited to see the comments. Talk to me about how that went in your household.
Oh, it was amazing. So really simple. Mercy was the one who helped us do that challenge this week. And she was pretty confident going into it. And then she obviously, we ran the water and it got close to the top. And as soon as it got close to the top, she just gave up. She was like, nah, I'm done. This thing's too much. I can't drink anymore. Water was overflowing. And there we were.
She gave up.
She gave up massively.
Mercy's a girl after my own heart.
100%. Well, yep. She would plant a garden similar to yours.
The worst part is she can hear every word we're saying. I really like this challenge because you can only drink so quickly, but you're watching that water just
now, a few things, right? We know that everyone's tap runs differently and every cup is a different size. So we're going to take all of those things into consideration. We are looking for the best possible time and try and get an average size cup, all right? Because if we see a big cup, guess what? You're going straight to tribal council. Well, I've had a gut full of you loophole finders.
Yeah.
If you just have the tap dripping away, tribal council for you as well.
And yes, so
it's got to be a steady flow.
It's got to be a steady flow. And also, if you're drinking out of a 3-litre bucket, you're not like that's when no, it's got to be a glass that you would normally
100%.
Drink water out of in your house. And yes, judges say is final. If you put your 6-litre water bottle under the tap and go, always drink out of this.
Yeah. We know you're a liar. 100%. And that's the other thing is just keep that steady flow of water going the whole time. And you can get as many people to try it and only record your best time. I will say that. It is a lot of fun. We can put all of your times together, or you can put those videos up. Don't forget hashtag ScoMo Show when you put those videos up, or you can direct it, send them as a DM to City Point Church Ipswich Facebook, or hashtag ScoMo Show. It's pretty simple. Easy as that.
But what you have to remember is this time next week, another tribe will be facing tribal with the potential to lose a tribe member. We are now 5 weeks away from the grand finale.
Yeah, and the big prize, the major prize. It's so big that we still can't tell you what it is.
And that's incredible.
It's huge. It's huge. I mean, look, I've written down what it is here just so Scotty can. That's big, isn't it?
I can't see that.
You can't unsee it is the thing.
That's
once you see it once, you realize this is worth paying for. Wow. Not what should the prize be for Iso-Survivor, Nick. It's what is the prize. That's what we're asking.
Guessing the prize.
We already know the prize.
You're not telling us the prize.
Here.
We're guessing.
You guys
are guessing the prize.
Guessing what it could be.
Big change.
You never will, though. You never will.
Big change coming for our church community. It's not the new logo, which, by the way, congratulations to City Point. There's a slight logo change you see on our Facebook page. It's not that, though.
No.
As of tomorrow, Nick, as of tomorrow, Simo's Friday message becomes Simo's Friday message released on Thursday.
That's huge. That's huge. I don't think people would have seen that coming.
No.
Talk us through it.
So basically,
how are we going to do it earlier? That's what I want to know.
What you might have seen in the past is Simo's message that gets released on Friday, except we're going to release it on Thursday. And I know there's a lot to think about and a lot to process in there. But that starts tomorrow. And in all seriousness, this is one of the key times that we get together as a church community. Obviously, we can't meet in person right now. And it's a really good opportunity to say that we just really want to encourage you to get around that message that comes out every week. We're going to start putting a few more resources up on our social media to help you interact with that message, because I think it's great that we're getting together here and we're getting together on our Monday prayer night. We're getting together on our Tuesday worship night. I know the careers put together a great Bible study last night. And then Wednesday nights is obviously the most fun you have all week. But we just want to continue growing together as the community that we are, as the church that we are. So those messages that come out on a Thursday, really encourage you to get around them, to interact with them. And you know what? The other reality is, whether he agrees with me saying this or not, reach out to Pastor Simo, shoot him a message and share your thoughts or ask questions around it. I think we really fear that. We really fear, like, if you say something and I'm like, I don't fully get that, or I don't think that really works for me, we really fear if we say that to the pastor, they're going to be like, yes, that's because you're the least holy person in the church. But just really encourage you to do that. So Thursday night, around 6 p.m. is when that comes out. And that'll be there. It's always there through the weekend. It's on YouTube. It's on Facebook. It's on Instagram for you to really get around.
That's us next week. So this week
we're doing it next week.
So this week
it's tomorrow.
No, this week still comes out on Friday. But next week on, it will be from Thursday. So you've got a week to get yourself ready because it's so big. We need people to prepare themselves for that.
Emotionally.
I want to encourage you, never, ever think you're the most unholy person in the church. That's Scotty.
And I don't ask him questions, so it's not from the question asking. I always go via Lisa. Hey, Master Lisa, when Simo said this. All right.
Yeah, do tune into those messages this Friday. If you haven't watched any, go back on YouTube. Watch them. Trust me, you will be better as a person because you're watching these. And
absolutely.
And I honestly believe that the messages there are life-changing if you actually put them in place in your life as well. So, and don't forget, we've got church on Sunday.
Yeah.
All the times are about to come up on our screen right here of our church services. There are, wow, Sunday church services. That's how you get there. That's what
that they're actually also they're now streaming these on Facebook, and I see a lot of our mates at the Carindale campus. They hold watch parties, together, which is very cool on Facebook. 100% worth throwing a watch party together and just chatting in there with your friends during the services. One final point. So that's everything official we need to tell you. This is a great question. When is this week's challenge due for Iso-vivor?
Same time as this week, or last week's that was just gone. Monday is when it is due. Monday, what time did we do it last week?
Look, we're going to say Monday.
Monday-ish.
Monday night. If it's in at 12:01 a.m. Tuesday,
I won't look at it.
You will immediately become the least holy person in the church, according to Simo.
And Scotty would love that because finally
I need to get out. Get me out of this hole that I'm in. We're out of here. The challenge video, how to do it, it's going to be going up on social media tonight. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. And hey, we reckon this time next week there's going to be a whole lot more fun. We reckon that those restrictions are going to start lifting. We're doing really well. So just encourage you to keep following those rules because we want to hang out with you again as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Have a good week, Sid. Nick, you're
going to
play something? You're going to play a video, Nick? Play a video, Nick, to get us out of here. Anytime now, Nick. Play a video. Nick, I don't want to touch.
Guys, survive. A game that'll change the whole wide world. ScoMo, your heroes. 'Cause I'm survivor. 'Cause we all need Iso-vivor.
That's it.
Yeah, that is
Let's
it.
end the broadcast now. That's the one we want to end on.